5 minutes. That's how long it's going to take us to get through all of last week's Nintendo Indie News. So let's cut the chatter and get right to it. Enjoy Up returns to the Wii U in North America and Europe with their latest title, Rockin' Racing Off-Road. Get ready to race like it's the 90s because that's exactly the style of game this is. Race in a truck using a top-down view through dirt roads with hills and valleys. Watch out not to lose control though. Joining the North American Wii U flock, there's Frenchy Bird. Spice up the Flappy Bird gameplay with 3D graphics and a healthy dash of French. What more could you wish for? On the 3DS front, both territories finally receive Gunman Clive 2. Return as Gunman Clive in a new adventure to hunt down some bandits that dared attack your hometown. Lastly, on the North American 3DS eShop, there was Sumiko and Drop Zone Under Fire. Line up numbers and operators to hit the target number. The game features 82 levels and plenty of different puzzles to stomp your mind. For a less mind-exhausting game, check out Drop Zone Under Fire. Jump through the air, blasting any enemies in your path and avoiding obstacles. The WiiWare re-release is sure to have some interesting visuals with the 3D turned up. First on our update list is Zenfa Productions returning with a re-release of Zoxa's Last Stand titled Zoxa Defense of the Crayon Dimension. The new game will come with 12 maps featuring levels themed from Ping 1.5 Plus as well as Block Drop U. The game will first be releasing in Europe at a discounted price. Next we got a new trailer for Ghost Song, a game we haven't heard much of in nearly a year. As a reminder, the game is a Metroidvania style game that will have you exploring a strange and desolate world. The game is set to release in 2015. Now for some new projects to get excited about. Renegade Kid is coming to the Wii U with a modified version of Mutant Mudds titled Mutant Mudds Super Challenge. The re-release will add in some new levels, but mainly the game's difficulty will be cranked up to throw your controller at the wall level. Speaking of re-releases, the classic Anti-Pole for the DSi will be revived for the 3DS and the Wii U eShop. The re-release will include new levels, new boss designs, as well as some online goodies and Miiverse integration. The game's unique mechanic was the ability to swap the gravity on the fly, opening the door to some interesting platforming and puzzles. Lastly, we have the origami game Kami. The game presents you with a screen with different patterns. You then need to touch the color you wish to unfold throughout the screen. The object of the game is to cover the whole screen in a single color. We don't have any crowdfunding projects to cover this week, but we have some highlights from the Enthusiast crew. Starting off with reviews, Sean handled Rockin' Racing Off-Road. The local multiplayer helps extend the game, and there's some decent graphics and music to look forward to, but otherwise the game falls very short of its goal due to loose controls, no customization, or options menu. Jono, meanwhile, was flapping away with Frenchy Bird. There's not much praise to be given to the game aside from some addicting gameplay. The visuals are terrible paired with a bad camera angle, and it's still Flappy Bird, which remains a mystery why it was so successful. Next, Hector got his hands busy with the unique title Underground. The game was received to mediocre scores mainly due to the game being clunky and not overly impressive. The game did feature some good challenging puzzles, fun characters, a nice soundtrack, and a fresh concept that is designed to help surgeons practice their skills. One of our feature writers, Brett, took his first step into game reviews and started off with Gunman Clive 2. The game was very well received due to fun boss fights, great variety in gameplay mechanics, and some pretty environments. Unfortunately, the game got docked for tedious enemy reloading. Sean was also busy getting in touch with the developers behind Ironfall to ask them some questions. The team discusses the challenges of building a visually appealing third-person shooter. The devs also shared how the game recognizes if you're playing on the 3DS or the new 3DS, and will adjust accordingly. For the complete interview, check out the link in the description below. Lastly, I finally got around to posting my 2014 Wii U Indie Highlight video. Check it out to see which games I thought helped define the year in indie for the console. Now you're all up to date on everything Nintendo Indie for February 2nd, 2015. Remember to come back next Monday or Tuesday, depending on which day you watch this show, to catch up on all of this week's Nintendo Indie news here on Indie Corner. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter at Jason_Lapine, or you can catch up on Indie news all week long on the show's Twitter account at IndieCorner_NE. I'll see you guys next week, and until then, keep on playing Indie.